11 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some break. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Hurns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The give is to Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up a stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Move 15.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
95.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. Fighting to stay upright. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gone!
A handoff left, Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 10th carry now for Elliott. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Leopard!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York set to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey. What? Who's the team? Hey, over here. Check three. Hey, easy. Check 51.
Again, it's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And this is Parker, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now Wilson on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for the Cowboys. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Preston Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They begin with a run by Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give them a gain of 37. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Giants on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
To throw is Wilson. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate, it might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Wilson now, operating from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
The Giants on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, over here. Push left.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And how about that? He missed it. Won't matter much in the final shakedown, but a bizarre way to end this victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. This game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Giants, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, add another loss to the pile as